So, today I have a really hot topic for you. What do you think of Chris Kyle? You know, the sniper from the movie American Sniper? Stay tuned and let's talk about the spiritual angle to this all. Hi, I'm Kaylin and I'm co-founder of the Golden Flow System of Accelerated Wellbeing and Abundance. So you can call me your abundance coach. This is my buddy Oberon, and he is just so wise, a perfect companion for a video like this. And so he joins me in all my videos. And today Oberon brought a friend of his who I don't think she has a name yet. But she's sort of special because she's a female owl and we don't have too many of those. But we're here with her so she can also talk to us about Chris Kyle. So here's the real, I think, burning question out there for this right now current hot topic. What do you think of Chris Kyle? Do you think that he was like a good guy? Because apparently he was one of the best snipers. I don't know if it's in history or certainly in these last 10 years kind of thing. Or do you think that he's sort of like a bad person because he was a sniper? So, you know, and here's the funny part. Here is the spiritual angle on this. Who cares? I mean, you know, it's just a judgment whether you see it one way or another. I don't want you to care because what I want you to do instead is look at this from a deeper spiritual perspective. You know, we could be asking the question, what does Law of Attraction think of Chris Kyle? But a better question yet is probably, how did he get to be this unstoppable sniper that did so well that he was one of the best? How is it that he went and became a sniper and was so good that he was like unstoppable until he came home? But look at all of the rounds of war he made it through. And, you know, some people say, well, snipers, they aren't on the foreground, they aren't out there battling. Well, I think he, at least from the movie, he put himself out there in the front. You know, how was he so unstoppable? How did he come home uninjured and so successfully? So I want you to think about these questions because you could very well say that he used Law of Attraction really well, that he attracted doing a really good job, being super successful all the way through the war. And frankly, even when he came home, he found something that he was dedicating himself to, helping other veterans, and he was really good at it. So the word that I want you to think about here is intent or intention. When you have a really clear intent, then Oberon says that at that point, your energy is really clear and Law of Attraction has a really easy time bringing things to you effortlessly. And that is how you can become sort of unstoppable. That's how you become this amazing sniper, in Chris Kyle's case. Whether you want to judge him as a good person or a bad person, whether you want to judge war as good or bad, all of those things aside, I want you to consider that when you have your intent in place, you're in a different flow. You're in a flow in which your energy is far more harnessed and you're sort of unstoppable. This is a place that my friends here, because especially my female owl friend here who doesn't have a name, maybe I'll name her Blue, although I really like for my owls to have a name that starts with an O. So I'll have to see if maybe there's a word for blue in a foreign language that starts with O. But what she wants you to consider is that, good and bad aside, if you want to be in the zone, in the flow, in the now moment, in a place where you're attracting effortlessly, well then Chris Kyle can serve you as a really good example of what it's like when you have your intent in place. Because when you are so dedicated and so intentful, it's like the oceans part. You know, things change and they line up for you or open up for you, and you seem to be attracting effortlessly. Then taking your actions is so easy because things are lined up for you in that way. Do you get a sense of that? Do you get a sense of what it's like, judgments aside, to be in a place that is so intentful? Now, I will also say that in this kind of place, you move into a place where it becomes between you and God, or if you'd like, you and the universe, you and life, whatever you're comfortable with. But my point is, you can judge things as good or bad, but they really come down to between you and your creator, your God, that kind of thing. It's so important to make sure that you feel good about yourself, that you feel good about what you're doing. Now, when you're in the flow, one of the things that happens is that you tend to feel really good about yourself. You also tend to do what's right for you. Others might judge it as good or bad, but you're doing what's right for you. And at that point, you develop a different kind of relationship in this flow with the law of attraction, with energy, with God, with life, whatever you like. Now, wouldn't it be fantastic to have a special relationship with life or God? I like to call it source energy, where you feel like you're in the flow, where you feel like you're connected, where you feel like things really are working out for you, where you feel like, good and bad aside, all is well. Wouldn't that be a wonderful place to be? So how do you get there? Well, when we look at the example of Chris Kyle, you have your intent. You have your dedication in life, the thing that really connects you to life, the thing that brings you meaning and purpose. And that makes you unstoppable. That puts you in that zone, in that flow. All right. If you know me and if you've watched several of my videos, then you might know that I'm late in asking you to subscribe. So please go up above and hit the subscribe button, or actually it should be right around here. Please subscribe so that you catch the next video, where you can see I'm a little repetitive and I try to say things in a different way so that you kind of start to grasp some of these things. Because when I'm in the flow and when you're in the flow, it's easier for our friends to get in the flow, and then there's more flow. The more I activate higher vibrating energies and the more I help you activate them, so that the more you're activating higher vibrating energies, the easier it becomes for all of us. And wouldn't that take us to a better life, judgment aside, a life where we're all more in the flow? Again, I'm Kaylin, co-founder of the Golden Flow System of Well-Being and Abundance. And that's because when we're in the flow, everything is so different and everything's always working out for us. And it can be easier for us to find our intent or to live that intent, to be unstoppable and to feel fantastic, feel connected. And then, like I like to say, we live the richness of life. It can include riches, but it tends to include love, it includes creativity, health, wealth, and so on. So as always, be you, be authentic, be unlimited, and be abundant. Get in your flow, get your intent, so that you're also in that zone where everything's always working out.